All right, traders, a very warm welcome. Devang here from the Financial Analyst, and I just want to discuss very quickly a couple of stocks that you need to watch out for tomorrow's session, which is Tuesday. It's 1 o'clock in the night right now, or you could say Monday night, Tuesday morning. So I want to discuss what stocks to track for 27th April 2021, Tuesday. So let's get started. From the financial services sector, so I have Nifty 100 opened up on my tab. So from the financial services sector, I'm focused on the life insurers. I think the life insurance sector could be something to watch out for. HDFC Life has just posted earnings today, so the entire life insurance sector will be moving depending upon how the stock of HDFC reacts to the earnings. So you have HDFC already; it's giving you some kind of a double bottom pattern. It might not be a really good momentum tomorrow, but in the coming days, surely something to look out for. For tomorrow in the insurance sector, I'm more interested in SBI Life. We had a good trend line support coming in, market structure intact. We had a good consolidation happening for the last couple of days, and today we've just closed above that consolidation. So if you get a good opening tomorrow, a positive opening or a flattish opening, you could expect some kind of a 954 levels or even a 983 levels, depending upon how the insurance sector will react to the HDFC Life results. That is something to track. However, if you get a gap down, then all the long trades do get violated. Also, I will be looking at ICICI Lombard, same sector, as well as ICICI Prudential. So you've been seeing basically that the insurance sector has been booming in the last couple of days. So something to look out for. From the automobile sector, I'm interested in a lot of stocks actually. Bajaj Auto being one of my top picks in the auto sector for tomorrow, Tuesday. You got a good trend line resistance broken out, got an inside bar broken out. So if you get a flattish opening or a gap up opening, so you could expect 3,800 to be the first targets, and above that you could even go to 3,873. So please remember, all these are all ideas, and if you do like these ideas, click on the like button. And if you want to trade on these ideas, the risk is yours, the appetite is yours. So please always consult your advisors before you do that. So good stock on the long side is Bajaj Auto. So if auto sector remains strong tomorrow, a good opening, this is one stock that you need to trade. Eicher Motors is another very good pick. Could not be an intraday, could be an intraday pick also. You got a very, very good support at 2,300 round numbers. You got a good inverted hammer here and a rejection with good volumes. And if you get a good opening on the upside, again, one stock which could be added to portfolios as well. So I'm looking at Eicher Motor from the portfolio side of view. But again, on the intraday perspective, if auto is in focus, every auto stock will give you 1-2% gains. Hero MotoCorp, another for not for tomorrow, but for the coming days. You can see that similar structure in all the auto stocks. A very good resistance turned into support, multiply tested. You got a good consolidation here. So whichever side this range breaks, you can expect a good momentum in Hero MotoCorp. So the range is basically 29.20 on the top, and on the bottom it's 27.30. So you're trapped in the range. Let the range break, and then we can break on a good daily closing above that range. So a good trade setup that could emerge in the next couple of days. Maruti is another stock that I'm interested in. The reason is tomorrow is the earnings of Maruti, so it will be coming into focus. A lot of analysts will expect what could be done. So we got a good resistance trend line coming in like that. So the moment you are breaking outside this trend line, we could always go on the long side in Maruti. Not looking at the short side right now. If the market does go down, we're not interested, because our short will happen either below 6350. Otherwise, I'm not going to short the market in Maruti. Overall sector looks fine, so there's no point to go short on Maruti. So if tomorrow Maruti goes above 67, 65, that's a big number. That's about 130 points up. That's 2% up. So we can get a really good momentum. So you might have to wait for a day. But some stocks that you need to keep it on your watch list. So whenever the movement happens, we can always, come into them. Similar structure, Motherson Sumi, consolidation for a long period of time. Something I like about Motherson is that you got a very good big bullish bar, and you've already consolidated for the last 2 days. So if Motherson wants to consolidate, it has one more day, but I think after that, Motherson has to expand somewhere. We have done a good contraction, so something also I'm keeping my eyes on. So these are all the ideas that I have. Keep them in your focus. You know how to trade the charts. So whenever the movements happen, you should be ready, because this sector is hot. In the consumption sector, I have ITC. I think ITC is getting ready for a big movement either on the downside or on the long side. I'm not expecting a downside movement as of now. The reason is I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I'll take the trade, because 200 right now is a make or break level. That's a do or die for ITC. You have seen multiple testings here, and I've already asked you all to go long on ITC for long-term basis. The same has been the case with Bajaj Auto as well as all the banks. I hope you've clocked in good money in the banks. Axis Bank, SBI, HDFC, Bajaj Finance. All these trades have been given to you, HDFC Bank, and all of them are in a good 5 to 10% profit. PVR is another one. So I hope you have clocked in good money in that. Today, I also gave you a trade in in Cummins India, which I'll talk to in a couple of minutes. But ITC does not have space to consolidate anymore. If ITC, let's say, falls down tomorrow, heads towards 200, it has only time till 30th April to consolidate. After that, it has to go somewhere, either up or either down. It's also possible that tomorrow it does something. So if it wants to go up, ITC, it just has to break this trend line, which is not very far away. So any good closing above 206 on a daily chart could start the momentum in ITC. So let's keep it in the watch list, because something is about to happen on ITC. Another stock that I'm interested in is Titan. You can see a good long-term trend line coming in on Titan. Resistance remains same, something like a ascending triangle pattern. However, looks like the ascending triangle might break. Again, this is a good make or break level, which is 1450. I would like to go short only below 1450 on Titan. At the same time, I would be interested only if Titan gives me a gap down and then does that. Maybe takes a day or two, but I would be interested only if Titan gives a gap down and does that. On the long side, I would be avoiding all longs unless until 1500 is broken. Sorry. So right now it's a no trading zone. We short below 1450, we long above 1500. So whichever side the gap comes, if it's a flat opening, I'm ignoring it. But if it's a gap up or a gap down, something I'm interested in. Another stock that Himalaya gave you on a positional basis was DMart. We got a good support at DMart and bounced off good 3.5%. I hope you've clocked in money. And another stock that could be in focus tomorrow because of a good support rebounds. Then we have Infosys. Uh, Again, you could look at from an intraday perspective or positional, depending upon what you're playing. We got a very good long-term trend line coming in on Infosys. So 1320 becomes a good make or break confluence of support. So if Infosys is strong indeed, it will bounce up tomorrow and give you good gains on the upside. However, if 1320 breaks, if you get a gap down in the IT sector and 1320 breaks, some kind of selling would start to come in Infosys. Same structure on LTI, very similar structure, but something. So all these charts should also be used. Please remember, they are daily charts, so they can also be used by you for a positional trading. So these are very, very good supports. So we assume that they are not going to be broken, but if they are broken, we can initiate shorts. But if they're not broken, really good areas to go long for positional basis, because IT is a strong sector. GAIL and IOC, again, not for tomorrow, but it could give you move in the coming days. You got a very good confluence of supports coming in at 128. So below 128 or even 127.5, it's a great shot of GAIL. And IOC is a very, very similar structure. We are consolidating at a support. So if the oil and energy sector is under pressure tomorrow for some reason, and these guys are gapping down and coming down, something to, pay attention towards. I'm not going to go long in IOC unless until 90.5 is broken. Same is with GAIL. I'm not deciding to go long unless until 134 is broken. So it's like a no trading zone as of now. We have a good stock on the short side, Biocon. Why do I say on the short side is because, again, this could bounce off. We have a very, very good, you can see a long-term support coming in all the way from 24th of March 2020, which is coinciding at these points. So you can see that there is no buying pressure as of now. We also do have the earnings coming in. So if Biocon has some poor earnings expected, and if Biocon opens gap downish and it starts to go below 390, we could start to initiate shorts. But again, a gap down will be required for Biocon to go down. If I get a gap up, then some kind of a support will be provided, and with a stop loss below this low of maybe 394, you could even go long. So again, that's the onus on you, what you want to do. I've shown you the chart, and hopefully something material must be taken out from this chart. Davis Lab, another stock that I'm interested in the next couple of days, even for a positional basis. Pharma is in focus, and it's also in the API sector. related to specialty chemicals, you've seen a good build up, good consolidation at the resistance. So the moment this consolidation breaks on either of the sides, we could initiate a trade. But let this break and then we will trade. So just an idea that to run you by. We have another couple of stock which I'm very interested in now, which is Page Industries. We have got a good double bottom pattern that you can see on the charts right now. A good double bottom pattern, structure intact. Even the volumes, if you see over here, are extremely good. So if Page Industries open with a little bit gap up or a flattish side, you could go long even for target of 31,000, which would come in tomorrow itself. Cummins India, another stock that I've recommended already today to add in your portfolios. We got a very good volume. We got a very good support and a good consolidation breakout. So I think it is now heading towards 900 round numbers. So something you could look in for intraday as well. And finally, UPL, not something I'm very interested in, but we had the earnings today in UPL. So if UPL, because of that earnings, triggers a sell-off, which would mean that if it opens a small gap down, near the 580 levels, and if the 580 level is broken, that is something that I would use to go short. But again, if the market opens gap up, I'm not interested. So just a couple of ideas that I want to run you by. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, guys, and have a good trading session tomorrow.